This is News with the Disney Dude. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. But now here's the news for Friday, August 15th of 2025. And just to let you know, it's going to be a couple of Halloween stories, which is why I have my Disney villain shirt on. Exclusive Jack Skellington popcorn bucket has now debuted at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I really like this bucket. Again, I can't show you because I haven't been to the party yet. I don't go to the Halloween party until about mid-October. Just because it's so hot right now. But once I do get the popcorn bucket, I can show you what it looks like. But I really like the popcorn bucket. It's Jack sitting on a grave, on a headstone. It's really cute, very festive. Full character appearances have been announced for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Here's as it follows. Main Street USA is Jack Skellington and Sally. Jack is in his new costume, which I think looks absolutely correct. Looks so much better than the old version of him. Mickey and Minnie Mouse in their new costumes for the year. Mother Gothel and Cruella de Vil as well. Those two are in the at the side of Main Street USA. So when if you don't know, if you don't go to the park until after 4, they lead you into a kind of a side street off of Main Street USA. So if you're facing the park, you go to the right, and that is the side entrance into. You kind of curve around Tomorrowland, and then you come in front of the castle. So that's where they take you when you check in for the party, if you're not already there. Mother Gothel and Cruella de Vil are at the very front. They are in that area. They're not actually in the other lands. They are right there in the side entrance. So they're very hard to miss. Very hard. If you don't know where to find them, then you would miss them. So, but that's where they're at. They're in that little side area. It's usually closed by gates. But again, when you if you don't plan to enter the Magic Kingdom until 4 o'clock, and then they filter then when they check you in for the Halloween party, you go into the side area of Main Street USA. So the right by to the left of Tony's restaurant is where they let you in, and that's where Mother Gothel and Cruella de Vil are meeting. In Adventureland, we have friends from Aladdin, Jasmine, Abu, and the Genie. I don't know if Jafar's going to be in this as well. He's been in the party. He's been a meet and greet character in the past. I really hope that they didn't get rid of him, and hopefully he'll meet in Adventureland as well. Also in Adventureland, Captain Jack Sparrow and Rusty Cutlass. Jack Sparrow and Rusty Cutlass meet in front of Pirates of the Caribbean. Aladdin and everyone else, they meet in that kind of so if you know where Aladdin's Magic Carpet ride is, just off to the side, they have that little bazaar area. That's where they meet. That's where they meet. Sometimes Jafar is if he is out, which I really hope he is this year, but when he's out, he's in front of the attraction. He's pretty much in the front of the attraction. Aladdin and Jasmine and Genie and Abu, they are further back. They're pretty much in the bazaar area. All right, Frontierland, we have the Country Bears, Shaker, Wendell, Big Al, and Big Al. So nothing new. I mean, they meet there all the time, but they're going to have their Halloween outfits on, so that'll be nice. That'll be cool to see, and also the Hitchhiking Ghosts as well. In Fantasyland, you have Anastasia, Drizella, and Lady Tremaine. I believe that they are in that area where Anastasia and Drizella usually meet, kind of off to the side of Cinderella Castle, in that area. And then you have in front of the Alice in Wonderland teacups, you have Alice in Wonderland, you have Alice, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, the Queen of Hearts, and then in front of, or I should say, in Ariel's Grotto, you have Ariel and Prince Eric, and then usually where Winnie the Pooh and Tigger meet, right beside of the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, you have Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, and Piglet. And then in Tomorrowland, you have Stitch. And they are all in their costumes, ready to take pictures. So, again, this is all, not every character is guaranteed. It's, you could meet them at one point during the night, and then the other time of the night they're not there. So just check back. It's always, subject to change. I'm really, really sad that the Seven Dwarfs are not meeting anymore in Fantasyland. I don't know why they ever did. Why they chose to get rid of them. That was the most popular meet and greet at the Halloween party, because you never ever see the Seven Dwarfs unless it's in the Festival of Fantasy Parade. You never ever see them. So I don't know why Disney decided to get rid of them, but that's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, taking away your most popular meet and greet for your event, I think that's bad. That's bad show. Now, I don't know. I could be just, I'm just speculating. I don't know why they took them away. I don't know if it was because of, if something happened, or if they, I really have no idea. I don't know what happened, but I think that's for them not to give us a reason and to just say, no, they're not meeting anymore. I think that's bad. That is bad. We deserve an explanation, okay? We deserve to know why they're not meeting anymore, okay? So, on one hand, I'm sad that they're gone, And then on the other hand, I'm like, and then on the other hand, I'm angry. I'm like, okay, why did you take them away? Why did you take them away and didn't even give us an explanation? All right. So I hope that Disney gives us if they don't bring them back, I hope that Disney gives us an explanation, instead of just saying, no, they're no longer meeting there anymore. Okay, well, why? Why? Okay? Again, the most popular meet and greet at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and you take it away from people. Why? Was it because the line was too long, or what? You know, if the line was too long, then just, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but set up a virtual queue. Set up a virtual queue or a meet and greet time and say, come back at this time, and then this is where, this is when you can have your photo taken with the 7 dwarfs, okay? Instead of just getting rid of them altogether. I think that's bad. That is really bad. All right. But let me know how you feel. I don't think that they should have been taken away without giving us an explanation for it. For them to just get rid of them, it's like, okay. Huh? What? Okay. But I don't know. Let me know how you feel. If you know the answer, please comment. Please tell me, because I would love to know that answer. Okay? I would really, really love to know. I would really love to know the reason why they don't meet there anymore. Mickey's gift station has now been removed from the transportation and ticket center 5 years after closure. So, this store used to be they sold all kinds of merchandise. So if you're facing the front of, let's say you got off of the tram, okay, you just came off the tram and you're facing security. All right, Mickey's gift station was to the very far right after security. So after you went through security, you could go all the way to the right, and then that's where your first gift store was. Okay, and that had been there for many, many years, and then of course COVID happened, and the store never came back. And now they've decided to quietly just close it. Again, I'd like to know the reason why. Okay? I want to know the reason why. Why did you close the store? Okay? It turned out that, with stage 1, which was the Muppet store, we didn't know why it never reopened after COVID, and then they pulled a fast full 180 and said, we're getting rid of Muppet Vision 3D, which is like, oh, okay, now I know why, the Muppet store never reopened. But, Mickey, this one is the same reason. This is the same reason, although they've, they haven't announced if the store will reopen with a different name or what, but the store just never reopened. I mean, did you have problems finding people that would run a store, or you just got lazy and you didn't want to reopen the store? I don't know. I really don't know. So, Disney, if you know the answer, can you come out and tell us so we're not speculating on everything? I'm just saying. Okay? And then our last story, the Beak and Barrel reservations have now been rescheduled. So I haven't had time to. I didn't get a chance to book a reservation for the Beak and Barrel. But I did see that they had a lot of turmoil and technical glitches the first day. So that reservation, those reservations for the Beak and Barrel they're postponing it until further notice, so they can get the system up again. Well, I'm not really a big fan of this bar anyway, because I really don't think we should have alcohol at the Magic Kingdom. Me being a stick in the mud, I don't think we should have alcohol anywhere at these parks. Okay, and I know a lot of people are going to come in, they're going to be like, okay? I don't care. I really don't care, okay? People are already getting into fights anyway. You're going to add alcohol on top of that? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Sure, why not? Okay. But at least with Epcot, it's a little bit different at Epcot, because Epcot is more of a laid back type of park. So it kind of makes sense. It's more of an adult park than Magic Kingdom is, or Hollywood, or Animal Kingdom is. I still don't think that alcohol should be in the parks, but that's just that's just me. I'm sorry if you disagree, but that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel, okay? And if you want to have a discussion about that, I can have that discussion with you. We can have a reasonable discussion of why I think that alcohol should not be in the parks. Okay, but if you're going to come in and you're going to be like, okay, and you're going to, bite my head off and everything, then forget it. Okay, forget it. Okay, because there's no reason for me to have a reasonable conversation with you if you're just going to come in, you're going to be like, well, I appreciate them, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, but if you want to have a calm, reasonable discussion with me, then I'm open to that. I am very open to that. Okay, and I know, and I guess this could be an episode for my new show, which I haven't done in a while, which I really gotta get back on that. But maybe we could have a discussion on that for my new show, which is called More Disney, which I haven't done for a long while. So I gotta get back on that, but I don't know. Maybe that'll be my next topic. Should alcohol be in the theme parks or not? It's the way I feel is that, people say, well, Universal has it. But Universal is a totally different thing. Universal is a totally different beast than Walt Disney World is. Okay? Walt Disney World is, a totally different, beast than Universal is. They're two totally different companies. Okay? One, Walt Disney, Disney, the Disney company, the brand, is, focused on, family entertainment, films where, the whole family can enjoy together. And Universal is kind of more adult-oriented, films like Back to the Future, Jaws, E.T., films, Fast and Furious, films of that nature, okay? So, but that's my feeling on it. Again, if you want to have a discussion, we can have that discussion. But don't come in and bite my head off, okay? Because I'm just going to ignore you, okay? But I'm interested to know what you guys feel and think, all right? But that's where I leave my show. A little bit shorter of a episode this time around. Usually when it gets to Fridays, it's, the news is kind of, run dry a little bit. So, Mondays and Wednesdays are pretty different because there's a lot of news to cover. And then Friday is kind of like on the downslope of that. So, but I thank you guys very much for watching this video. Again, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel for more content. I thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you right back here on Monday. And remember that tomorrow is just a dream away.